What's up guys, Tim Wilson here from Tango 7 Gaming and welcome back to another Hot or Not course playthrough. Today we are playing White Rock Creek Golf Club and this one has been created by what sounds like a very traditional South African name. This is by Hansie Stain. So let's play this one through. We are playing as always on pin set number 1. We are playing on the blue tees today, and this is a course record for me. Have a quick look at the yardage of this bad boy. We are playing on the blue tees, and this is by far and away the longest yardage so far. 8,000. Yes, I said 8,385 yards. This course is an absolute beast. All right, so pin set 1. We are playing on the blue tees. We are playing with the pro clubs, and as always the wind is set to low. Right, 485 yard par 4. Hasn't had enough plays to actually get a proper handicap as yet, or proper stroke indexing, so let's not pay an awful lot of attention to this or to that. Let's get this round underway. Paying 471 yards, 5 foot uphill. Let's get this drive away. It looks like, and I could be wrong, it looks like he may have used the Boreal theme for this. I could be wrong, but it does sound like it's got a very tropical sound in the background. He may have used, I don't know, he may have used the tropical theme, but I don't see any tropical planting. Right, still a fairly long shot into this first hole. Not crazy long, but it is long. 185. We are using a mid iron. We've got a 5 iron in hand. Nice to see we've got some good lighting on this course. It looks like we are playing middle of the day. There's no shadows that are going to give us a problem here, and that with hitting that little bit of fringe, it has worked out pretty well. So got some good rock work on this. That was the first thought that I had when I jumped onto the first tee and had a look down the fairway. Got some good rock work. We pull a birdie on the first hole, so great start to the round. Let's have a look what we get next. We get a par 5. I've got a feeling this is going to be a monster. Oh, 693 yards. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. Once more, some great rock work there. Nice little bridge. Got a bit of a creek running through the middle. Looks like we've got a dog leg to the left because the fly through is going straight through these trees. So I would imagine, let's have a quick look. Oh no, maybe not. It might be a little bit to the left. Let's have a look. No, it's fairly straight. But that's a good bit of positioning there. I mean, this is one of the things that I struggled a little bit when I was creating the course, is getting that transition from the path to the bridge. It's not offensive or bad, it's just a little bit untidy. I'm going to have to take a 3-wood here. And I think if it rolls on a bit more than I want it to, it could be in the rough. So I need this to slow up quite quickly. There's no way we're getting there in 2, so we can completely discount that. We are still going to have a fairly long shot coming into the green as well, because if this goes 233, we're still going to have 200 yards into the flag for our third shot. 693 is probably the longest par 5 that I've ever played, ever. So as I say, new all round here. It's still 179. Third shot into a par 5, 179, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe that? And the pin's in a tricky position. Man, this is a really tough hole. Normally, par 5s are not that tough, but this one most definitely is. And if that rolls on too much, there is a slope there at the back. It's going to hold. We are going to have a birdie putt, albeit 33 feet away. 174. So the greens are faster than what we've played of late. They've been 160 somewhere. I think we played a 171 recently, but this one is definitely up there a little higher. I have to be just a little bit mindful of that when I'm playing this putt, just to not race it past. Get in. Ooh. Just lips out on the left edge, but we are going to be able to pick up the par. And it's been a little while since I got a par on a par 5. So, tricky one. Very, very tricky. Birdie par start. Par 4 next. 4... maybe not 4. 518. So this is where the yardage starts to really come into play here on these long, long par 4s. Dogleg right, and it looks like it's quite a long way right. Yeah, this is a very, very... that is a nice looking golf hole. Really nice looking golf hole. I'll probably... I mean, if I try and bring this... I can't bring it out anymore. Let's bring this back. That's probably one of my only criticisms. If you have a look at that path could be... I think the path work's not great. That's probably one of the only criticisms I got. The path work isn't great on this course. But I'm not reviewing the course. It's just a playthrough. Letting you guys know whether I think it's hot or not. I think we need to try and get this as far down the left-hand side as possible. I think I'm going to struggle on this hole to get there in 2. Because I'm not entirely sure whether I'm going to be able to see the green here. Let's have a look. 294. Still 211. Going to be able to see it, but am I going to be able to hold the green when I get there? This is going to be tough. This has got to be absolutely to perfection, because you need to land it there to get it to hop forward and stop. This is going to be a tough shot. Little bit offline. It's coming down. It's going to be too long. That's okay. You know what? It's on in regulation. That's all I'm concerned about. Hitting the greens, hitting the fairways, hitting the greens in regulation. Giving myself an opportunity at the birdie, albeit this opportunity is tough. And in the last round I played, these 15 to 20 footers, I was getting in with a relative amount of ease. They were all dropping. Every single one was dropping. But didn't manage to get that one. But we do manage to pick up the par. So 2 pars on the bounce now. First of the par 3s. Okay, and this is... I highlighted this in my last video. What I was saying about feature holes. That is a feature hole. I mean, look, if you look at the green itself, a signature hole, as a signature hole, if you look at the green, just look at the green, nothing really there that would give you that much of a problem. Got slopes off the side, yes. You've got a bunker here, which is your hazard on the right-hand side. Anything that leaks right. But look at this. This is what makes something into a signature hole. It's what it's framed with. You know, you've got the tree with the cart path on the left-hand side there. It's just all of this work that's been put into it. Not an awful lot in change of elevation, but for me, hole number 4, mark that one down. So far, that is my feature, my signature hole. Let's see if I can get this to roll up to the flag. Let's have a look at this. It is slightly downhill. That's okay. Little long and a little right, but that's okay. It's going to be about 10 feet. Tricky little putt here for birdie. You've got to give yourself a chance to get the birdie putts, and that is exactly what we've done there. So birdie, par, par, birdie. Hole number 4 so far. Put a little check mark next to that. That is the that's the signature hole so far. Another cracking looking hole. It's just the amount of water and rocks and all that planting and rock work. Another beautiful looking golf hole. Little bit messy over there with the steps, but let's have a look at that when we get a bit closer. 433 yard par 4, playing 429. Going to have to drop this down to the 3 wood because I'm going to run out of fairway with the driver. That was probably intentionally done. So that's a forced club change there. But that shot in there, look at that. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. That would put the fear of God into me if I was playing that shot. My goodness me. That's the only thing I would say. It's not that bad. It's just a little bit messy. Just a little bit messy. More attention to detail there. The curves on the retaining walls could probably be a little tighter. Yeah, you can see you got some gaps there on the retaining walls. I know the people that spend an awful lot of time on that, they do really pay attention to those details. But all in all, another great looking golf hole. Oh, excuse me. All right, so this is playing about 175. Going to fully loft this 6-iron and come in a little short. And hopefully just trickle it up to the flag. Like that. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. An eagle 2 on a par 4. Love it. Absolutely love it. Hole number 6, par 5. Let's see what we got here. That is by far the longest hole that I've ever played. 707 yards. And I'm talking about real type courses. I'm not talking about these Mickey Mouse type courses that people put together every now and again that you see these 1,000-yard holes. That is a monster hole. 707 yards. Not getting there in 2. Lovely little feature on the left-hand side there with the waterfall. That looks pretty well done. We'll have a closer look at that when we get down there. Let's bang this one down there, see if we can keep it in the fairway. That's going to take 3 monster shots with the driver and probably 2 3-woods to get there. Because that's 300 yards. We've still got 400 yards to go. Yeah, that looks really, really nice. Let's drop this. Let's come back a little bit. Swing that around. Can we change that angle? Yeah, look at that. That's some great work. Great work. Right, we don't want to be going down there. We want to be pinging this down this fairway. Let's have a quick look where we're going. How much yardage have we got? Let's go down there with a 3-wood. I don't think we're going to run out of fairway here. .240, so 540. Got about 150, yeah, 155 into the green. Paying about 158. And that pin, look at that pin. That's in a crazy location. That's going to be nuts trying to get in close. Get up, get up. Not quite. Didn't quite have enough beans. I did loft it up a little bit and I probably took a little bit too much off of it. Ooh. Ooh. And now I've left myself a really tricky putt here for par. That is a really, really tough pin location. Let's see if I can pull one of those decent length putts out the bag here. Yes! Yes! What a save! Right, hole number 7. Par 4. 426, a normal yardage. A yardage that you'd expect on a par 4. In fact, it's playing 402, so we are going to be having... Ooh. That's a good dog leg. That is a very good dog leg. The question is, can you go straight over the trees here? Try and hit the cart path. You know what? I could try and be a bit smart here. But I think I'm going to end up getting in trouble if I do that. You know, this isn't a long hole. Let's not make it any more complicated than it is. Let's just play it down to the dog leg. And leave ourselves about 130 into the green. Another great looking green. Look at that for rock work again round this green. 160 into the green. Yeah, look at that. Cracking. Absolutely cracking. Once more though, look at the size of that. It is a proper postage stamp corner. I mean, if the pin was there, that'd be, you know, that'd be great. But what on earth am I supposed to do with this? That's going to be brutal to try. Because if you come back and you end up on those rocks, you are in serious trouble. I've hit it. I couldn't have hit it much better. It's going to hit the green. Is it going to hold though? It might stop. Yeah, just in that first cut. Didn't quite stop in the fringe. But that's okay. I'll take that. Just going to try and dribble this down to the flag. Get in. Ooh, just lips out. Just lips out. So we are going to pick up the par. So even though it plays 402 yards, that shot into the green is so difficult when you're using pin set 1 that it makes it a really, really tough green to attack. Alright, let's get down here and have a little look here. A little bit weird, some of that planting in there. I mean, you've got, what on earth is that tree doing in there? You've just got some really odd looking trees, so it's almost like he's gone overboard with the planting there. Another short par 4, 406 yards. Where is that green? The green is off to the right there. I'm going to have to drop this down probably to a 5-iron. I'm going to drop that down to a 5-iron. I'm going to try and take on a little bit of this tree. Five-iron should go quite high. I think I pulled that with a fast, so it is going to make this second shot, I think, unsighted. Let's have a look. Which way are we going? We're going off to the left. I thought the green was off to the right. I really should... Yeah, I thought the green was down here somewhere, down near where this little eye icon is. I thought the green was there. So that one has completely thrown me. I really did not pay attention to that at all. Alright, so that's playing 230 yards. We've got an upslope here. This is, once more, this is a tough hole. Couldn't have hit that any straighter. It's going to hit the green, but it's by no means going to hold. It is going to roll on a long way. And I would imagine, by the looks of the green, yeah, I've got a hell of a putt here. All downhill. So the likelihood is that I'm going to ping this probably off the green. Just want to get it to the slope. Right, now the slope's doing the work. Is it going to slow? That wasn't too bad. From a distance perspective, absolutely spot on. This is a par 4 and that is for a par. So that is a tough hole. 3 pars on the bounce after getting that eagle on hole number 5. Final hole on the front nine. Par 3, 196 yards. A nicely framed hole here. Once more, got all of that rock work. Really, really nice looking hole. I still think it takes a lot to beat hole number 4 for the signature hole. So I'm still going to stick with my original thoughts of hole number 4 being the signature hole at the minute. But as I say, we've only played 9 holes, so there could be a better one out there. Has this got the beans to get there? It's going to hit the front of the green. Take some pace off of it. Yes. Yes. Couldn't have played that much better. Pleased with that one. Got a random windmill in the middle of the up near the clubhouse there as well. So there are some things that are a little weird, but I don't mind a bit weird. Sometimes a bit weird is okay. It's just putting stuff in there for the sake of it. I think the windmill really didn't need to be there. All right, hole number 10, par 4, 504 yards. Another long par 4, but not too crazy. There's supposed to be water in there. It's like it's part of the creek that has dried up. So that's quite a nice little feature there. It looks like it's playing as a water hazard as well, because it's got red stakes. Let's have a look at it from the air. Is that out of bounds? No. It looks like that was originally part of the creek. That's quite a nice little feature. I like that. If we come back, you can see this area here that's demarcated with the red stakes. Like that. Right, driver. We can definitely ping a driver down there. We want to try and be as far left as possible. Because from that very... Oh, that's going to be too far, I think. No. Is it going to be okay? That worked out okay. I was worried that we were going to end up hitting the tree. Had a quick look at the green from the earlier shot, and it looks like the pin is on the far right, which means the further left I could get that, the better the angle is on this green. I like the little bunker work with the retaining walls there. That looks pretty good. Once more, the continued use of these rocks and plants in these little creek beds here. Really, really good. Thoroughly enjoying this course. Right, that's playing about 195, so we are going to loft it up a bit more. First swing didn't quite feel right, so we're going to go again. Let's see if we can get this close. We're hitting a lot of greens. We're hitting a lot of fairways and greens, so pretty pleased at the moment. 1 foot down. Wow, that doesn't look like it is that severe a slope, but it is. Just want to get this rolling, because this is going to roll. Question is, how far is it going to roll past? Probably 5 or 6 feet past. Tough greens. Alright, start off the back 9 with a par 4. Another monster par 5 coming up. Hole 11, 637 yard, par 5, dogleg to the right. Almost playing to its yardage at 629. Slight dogleg to the right. That's a great use of a hazard there, because it really makes you think about how you play this first hole or this opening shot. I mean, I am not going to be getting anywhere near the green in 2. So I'm just going to ping this down there with a 3-wood. Try and keep it in the fairway and then play the smart shot. Right, 385. So we are going to be leaving, if we can get this 240 with a roll, we're going to be leaving 145 into the green, which is pretty much where I want it to be. Just over that 100-yard mark, so we're coming in there with a 9-iron or a pitching wedge. That'd be great. Just reduce the amount of roll we're getting when the ball is hitting the green. Let's have a look at the slope. Once again, the pin is in a really tough position, tucked in the back there. We want to be coming in left of the flag here. 145, probably playing about 149, so I'm going to leave it as it is. If we get any roll on the shot, it should roll down towards the flag. But we overhit it, and that is going to leave me quite a long putt here. 21 feet. The saving grace is that the putt is uphill. Don't think I've allowed enough on that one. No, it just slides past the left-hand side of the hole. There we go. Tap that one in for the par. We haven't ripped this course up, I've got to be honest. What are we now? 5 under par? 3 birdies and an eagle on the front 9. So we haven't yet to score on the back 9. Hole number 12. Monster of a par 4. 561 yards. What is it playing today? It's playing 538. Slightly downhill, so that's going to make it shorter. Only just going to be able to reach this fairway with the pro clubs off the tee. Any headwind there, and I think that or any significant headwind there, and I think you may have a problem to reach it, but we're safely aboard the fairway. We're not reaching the green in 2. Not a chance, not on your life. So we're going to have to put this down here with a 6 iron and then play a lofted iron to try and get it on board. So that's going to, on a par 4, that is definitely going to penalise the fairways in regulation. But do not have a long enough club in the bag to get there in 2, so we are just going to have to do the next best thing. Well, it's quite a severe slope there, so got to be a little bit careful of that. I'm going to move it a little bit left as well. It's playing about 68 yards, got a downhill lie. And I could do with this being within 5 feet. Is that 5 feet? 6 feet, that's okay, I'll take that. That was a tough hole. And that was all about yardage. That hole was made tough by the yardage. Hole number 13, 166. Hello, new signature hole perhaps? That's quite an interesting effect because it looks like he's got a green from another hole behind this green, which is really, really interesting. Let's have a closer look at this one. Let's zoom out, come down a little bit. Yeah, that's a great looking golf hole. Once more, probably could have been a little bit neater and used the smaller retaining walls and just rounded it off a little bit nicer. The same with the fences on the top. You've got too many really acute angles there. You could have done that. Yeah, I'm still sticking with number 4 at the minute for my signature choice. Right, that's playing about 161 yards. I am a little in between clubs here. Just want to get this on the short stuff. Like that. Right, 11 feet. Got a wicked little swing on this one. That's in. That's a long overdue birdie, I think. Yeah, we haven't... Oh, mind you, we got one on the 9th. But apart from that... 7 holes, 8 holes, 2 birdies. So it's been a little bit thin on the ground from a birdie perspective. Right, let's ping this down there. Let's have a look. Let's have a cheeky look. Okay, we got a dog leg to the right, so it's over there just beyond those rocks by the looks of it. That's okay. Still a long hole though, 489, still got almost 200 yards. In fact, over 200 yards with the elevation change. 205. Ooh, that's going to be... I'm going to have to lob this up to the hybrid. This is going to be a tricky one. Getting this to slow. I've lofted it as much as I can. Yeah, that was always going to be a tricky one. I didn't think that the 4-iron was going to be long enough. But then the hybrid was always going to be too long. So a little bit caught between a rock and a hard place there. Slow down. Alright. 5 feet. Tricky little par putt, but we managed to get it in. Yet to drop a shot this round, so that's always a relief. Mind you, we've still got 4 holes to play. Hole number 15, a par 5. Is it going to be a long one? Not too bad. Not too bad. 531. Let's see if we can... Vicious dog leg though. Look at that. That is pretty much a 90-degree dog leg. So even though it's 531, I think I'm really going to struggle to get there. 460 actually, but that's as the crow flies. So the hole is going to be playing a lot longer than 460. But it's whether I can get this to the dog leg. And can I get sight on the green? 237, so I've got the yardage, but there's no way. There's no way I'm going to be getting there in 2. Let's play this smart. As always. That tree is smack bang in the middle. I've got a 7-iron. We should be able to get over that tree. Yeah, we safely get over the tree. That was a good use of slopes, that was, because there is no way I was going to be able to attack that green from that angle. I mean, you'd have to put a vicious fade on it to get it round there. Alright, we've got quite a lot of slopes going on here. We've got a slope to the right, so the ball's below our feet, and we've got a slope towards the hole as well. This is playing about 65 yards. Excuse me, so I'm going to... A really vicious bounce to the left there. There must be such a wicked slope on the front of that green. Alright, not a lot going on here. Little slope from right to left. In fact, it was that little, I maybe hit it a little hard, but it was that little that went dead straight. That's disappointing. It's not an incredibly long hole. Tricky to play, mind, but didn't pick up the birdie. 1 birdie on this back 9. 1 birdie. Alright, we're into the happy hour holes now. 16, 210 yards, par 3. So long par 3. 1 hazard on the right hand side. Monster size green. Absolute monster. So a lot of choice here for pin locations. Tough landing area though, because you have to try and land it right at the flag to get it to roll down to the pin. But there is no landing area, so to speak of. That's playing 201. I'm going to try... Ooh, this is such a difficult one. Is it right of the flag? It is. Wow, that's going to be so long. Look at that. It's always going to move from right to left. But that was such a long shot. 30 feet. Anything within 5 feet, going to be happy with. Get in. Ooh, that couldn't have been far off. That's going to be 2 or 3 feet from the hole. 3 feet. Let's tap that one in. Overall, the design of this course is really, really good. I think if it had, you know, if you were to give it to a, I mean, I don't know whether this is the first time that this guy's tried to create something, you know, or whether he's an accomplished designer and creator. But for me, if I was to give this to somebody that was a seasoned creator or designer and said to them, you know what, go and add all those lovely little tweaks, tidy, finesse, that kind of thing, this could be an absolutely outstanding course. This could be up there with, I think it's called Chanarong, the one I gave a hot. This could be right up there with Chanarong, but I think that there are things on it, like for example, every single hole, you know, the tee boxes look exactly the same. They've all got the ball washers, they've all got the benches. Every single one without fail. I mean, no matter where you go, and you know, wherever you play golf, every single golf hole does not have the same benches and ball washers. You know, you get ball washers every third or fourth hole. Occasionally you'll find a bench next to a tee. It's normally on the ones where you get congestion around the tee box, but it doesn't happen on every tee, and I think it's just little things like that that make the difference. Alright, this is playing 169. We are coming out of the rough. We do have a slightly uphill lie here. Get up, get up. It's on. So we've hit the green in have we hit the green in regulation? Only just managed to hold it. That's going to be huge. Jeez, 54 feet. I'm going to have to go and have a closer look at the hole. Right to left, right to left, a little bit left to right, right to left. So everything is pretty much right to left. Can't grumble with that. That's probably within 7 or 8 feet. 6 feet. Yeah, I'll take that. Mind you, this is for par. I didn't even think to look whether this was a par 4 or 5. Hole number 17 in the bag. Hole number 18, we're going to finish off with a par 5. Oh my goodness. Now that, I think it was 707 earlier on. 726 yard par 5. Probably, I mean, are some of these holes too long? I mean, let's be honest, probably yes. Does it add to the effect of the course? Most definitely yes. Does it make them unplayable? No, but it reduces the likelihood of a birdie, especially somewhere like this, because I'm going to have to come in with a hybrid here, I think. Yeah, because I think even with the Master Clubs, you're not reaching that in 2. In fact, pretty damn sure with the Master Clubs, you're not reaching that in 2. I mean, I've still got 200 yards to get this onto the green. So, that's to the flag. I might even try. I mean, this is a risk. This is because if it comes up short, it's in the bunker. I've gone left as well. It might actually work to my advantage. That. Yeah, that probably wasn't too bad. 33 feet. So you do have a birdie putt. This is what I was saying earlier. You are going to have a birdie putt. But coming in with such a long iron, trying to get it anywhere near the hole is really, really tough. So if you can get it within 15 feet with a long iron or a hybrid club, you're going to give yourself a good chance at getting a birdie. But it's so difficult with such a long hole to try and get it close to give yourself that birdie opportunity. I think, where do we end up with? 1 birdie on the back 9. Really, really tough. 6 under par, 67. Let's have a quick look at the next one. So fairways in regulation, high, 92. Greens in regulation, and I think that is all down to the length of the course. It is so difficult to try and hit those greens from distance and hold the greens, and I think that is what makes it tough. And some of those pin locations in those little corners, little nooks and crannies in those greens made it difficult. Putts per hole, 144 as you'd expect, not being able to get that close on those long holes. But overall, pretty pleased with that. Course rating, guys, I'm going to give this one a warm, not a hot. I'm going to give this one a warm because I think that albeit the fundamental idea of this course and the fundamental layout and the use of the creek and the rocks and the planting, I think the basics are there. It just needs somebody with a little bit more finesse to take the course and elevate it to that next level, and then it could be right up there with Channarong. So I'm going to give this one a warm. I'm not going to give it a hot. I do think that it needs a little bit of work from my opinion, but get up there and play it, guys. It's definitely worth the play. I mean, it's a tough course to play if you're playing with beginner and pro clubs, but definitely give it a play and let me know what you think. Hit that like button, guys, if you enjoyed the video. Drop some comments in the box below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. But I'll see you on the next one. Until next time, guys, take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.